There are millions of people learning a language right now. Apps, books, podcasts, you name it. But unfortunately, the vast majority of these people will never be fluent. Why is that? Why do some people succeed while others get frustrated and quit? After learning more than 10 languages, I found that it always comes down to two key ingredients. They may sound simple, but they're absolutely essential. The first one is picking the right method. You may be the most motivated, most disciplined person in the world, but if you're doing the wrong things, you will still feel like treading waters when learning a language. Take Duolingo, for example. I've met many people with a streak of over 1,000 days, but they were not able to hold a simple conversation in the language they were learning. So consistency is just not enough. What makes a good method though? First and foremost, it should be efficient. You want to get the maximum results for the time you put in. That means no gimmicks, no games, and no boring grammar drills. Instead, you want to maximize the exposure to your target language. Second, it should be centered on context-based learning. You don't want to learn vocabulary in isolation, for example. Instead, focus on sentences, dialogues, and stories. Third, and this is super important, comprehensible input should be a big part of a good method. That means using content that is slightly above your level. It could be YouTube videos, podcasts, or graded readers. And last but not least, a good method should evolve over time. At the very beginning, you need to do different things than when you're 3 months in. Comprehensible input is always important, but after a while, you want to incorporate speaking practice as well. At Languages on Fire, we've built a framework around these principles. First, you build a solid foundation using Anki, focusing on high-frequency vocabulary. Then there's a long comprehensible input phase. And once you familiarize yourself with the language structures and vocabulary, you start outputting. And what's the second ingredient? Consistency. You may have watched every YouTube video on language learning, but if you don't put in the work, you won't see results. You need to make language learning a habit. Even 10 minutes a day make a huge difference. Maybe you can watch one YouTube video in your target language per day. Maybe you can review your flashcards while waiting for the bus. Or you could read 1 or 2 pages in your target language at night before going to bed. Whatever it is, make it part of your routine. Set a time slot. At one point, it will be like brushing your teeth, something you don't even have to think about anymore. So here's the bottom line. Pick a good method and put in consistent practice, and you will see results. And if you want a head start, check out our full framework at languagesonfire.com. The link is in the description. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.